So I just sat down for a little meditation practice. I'm out here in the forest, and this practice is really for connecting to the environment around you, to reconnecting your body with a sense of sensation and a sense of belonging, and to allow the consciousness, to allow the mind to sort of diffuse into the space around it. So really you want to find yourself in a wild environment, in an environment that feels safe, that feels nurturing, that you want to open up, that you want to connect with the sensations and with the energies that are around you. It'll allow you to open up and will allow for that healing process and that meditative process to come in. And really this process is incredibly simple and yet really profound and really healing and really nurturing as well for the nervous system. And all I do is I find a place to sit. Any place will do. It is the winter, so I look for a south-facing slope that's relatively dry, and that is away from the sounds of human beings and of culture and of society. And I just come into a relaxed state, sitting meditative state. You can also do this lying down. And really my practice is just to feel. It's just to feel. So I start with my breath, just feeling myself breathing. And when I start to drop into that space, I start to expand my sense of awareness, right? And it can be different for anybody. Oftentimes in the winter, I like to feel the temperature fluctuations on my skin, the cold breeze rolling over my hands, the warmth of the sun on my face, and just really soaking in that warmth, really feeling, sending my awareness fully into my skin and into the sensation on my skin and that sensation of warmth and temperature fluctuation. And really saying yes to that, saying yes to the cold, saying yes to the breeze, saying yes to the sun, saying yes to the feeling sensation of what it is to be alive. Then I might bring my awareness to the sounds, right? I might settle and just be like, okay, I'm holding this feeling, this sensations of temperature, of heat and cold and movement on my skin. And now I'm going to bring in the sounds. And I just listen. I just quiet my breath, quiet my body, and listen. Listen to the birds, listen to the wind rolling over the trees. Listen to the silence, listen to the stillness, listen to the space between the sounds. I just try to sink my awareness into that, try to expand my sense of self, try to feel as if that sound is happening in me. Right? The wind is flowing through me. Become a part of the environment that you're sitting in through the sensations of the body, through this amazing vehicle that is the human being. Like, what a powerful, sensitive creature, our sight, our smell, our taste, our sensation, our feeling, our hearing. It's really an amazing, and this experience of coming home into the body, coming home into the sensation as a meditative practice weaves us back into connection with the spaciousness around us, with our own sense of innate belonging, our own sense of wildness. And it really is an intoxicating and beautiful and exhilarating experience to settle the mind, settle the nervous system, to be able to open up into the space around you and feel a deep sense of communion and of connection. This, I think, is one of the most powerful healing practices one can do. And you can just simply lay on the ground. You can sit on the ground, but just take yourself into wild spaces and give yourself a good amount of time to just feel and go through the sensations And even smelling is amazing in a forest to reactivate our sense of smell. Most of us have lost our sense of smell, or at least have suppressed our sense of smell to an extreme degree because of the amount of odors in our environment within our cities and the toxicity of our environments, that we've shut off our nose as a really valuable resource. And there's a reason it's centered on our face. It is one of our primary tools for navigating reality, for understanding our environments. And it's full of sensation. It's attached to memory, and it really is awakening and enlivening and pulls one into the present moment to reactivate their sense of smell, to smell the pine, the amazing when the sun hits the pine needles after a rain or a snow, and they're just letting off their essential oils, and it's just flowing through the forest. That sense, it allows us to come alive. There's so many primal ancient memories of smelling wild places. And so that sense of smell brings us back home into our nervous system. And we are in a safe place. We are in a healthy place. I can breathe this air deeply. So reactivating that sense of smell, spending time just meditating on the smells around you, and really letting go of like whether you're doing it right or not. Any movement towards more sensation and more consciousness and awareness of the sensations that are happening in our bodies is going to guide us into more presence and more right alignment, right? That no mind place that oftentimes meditation tries to lead us towards is really a pure presence place where we are alive with what is. And we're in a body, and these bodies are amazing, and they're constantly sensing and attuned to the environments around us, and to connect in and relax our nervous system so that we can experience the amazing pleasure and joy of what it is to be alive. That these bodies, because of their sensation, can oftentimes feel like a burden, can feel painful, can feel distressing. And that's because we've created our environments, and many of us live our lives in such a way that places stress on our nervous systems and on our bodies in unnatural ways, or ways that we haven't had the time to really adapt to. The technology that we're exposing ourselves to, the toxicity that we're around all the time, gets embedded in our nervous systems and in our bodies in a way that can feel painful to feel. But when we bring ourselves back into natural spaces, into beautiful, healthy places, and open to that feeling, we can unravel that nervous system, the tension that lives inside of us, the pain that lives inside of us, and give it up. Let it flow out of us. Let it unravel itself, the knots that might be living in us. And I found laying on the ground, sitting on the ground, and just immersing myself in healthy ecosystems and wild places, and breathing and feeling the sensations brings me back to what feels like a primal, centered, relaxed, open, aware place. And from that place, I found the pain, the emotions that have been trapped inside start to unravel and open themselves and clear themselves. And all it takes is just showing up and saying yes, and opening to the connection that is, to the beauty that is, the sensations that are here. And the body knows how to heal and knows how to bring itself back into right alignment. So that's a little practice today. If you don't have really wild places around you where you can't connect to nature without the sounds of the city and human beings, that's fine too. Just find the most peaceful place that you can, preferably outside, preferably where you can be around nature to some extent, and just open up, just open to the connection, just open to the feelings, the sensations, the smells of the place, and just let yourself relax into that state of being with, just opening to. So I hope this is valuable. I hope you find this to be a useful tool and a simple, applicable tool that is tremendously powerful and tremendously healing, and something that's available to all of us. So again, like, we have the wisdom, we have the knowing inside of us of how to heal. We just have to place ourselves in the right conditions, in the right environments. We have to create a sense of safety and comfort and belonging, and reweave ourselves back into connection, and then that healing unfolds. So this is a way that I practice doing that. There are many ways of doing this. So yeah, thank you. If you've enjoyed this video and if you found any usefulness out of that, you can leave a comment, let me know, ask questions. But yeah, thanks for following along.